Hello, welcome everyone to another episode of the Horror Flick Chicks podcast. Sonia, Sandra, and
Hey,
Angie here.
hey guys.
Happy Valentine's
Oh,
Day.
happy.
We are
Aw, so cute.
um again, look at this girl. Let's hear it do. Let's see.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
that's oh yeah, you got
Okay,
the let's
if
see.
you're listening to us, you're not on our video. We are excited because there's hearts coming up on the screen.
You
Only on
have to go,
Sonia's.
you have to follow us and subscribe to our YouTube so you can see
Yeah,
it.
guys, what
Only on,
get to
only on
it.
Sonia's though. I didn't get any.
Oh, sorry. Oh, well, I'm eating my heart out. I'm eating a heart cookie.
Oh, is that a cookie with the jelly in it?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I know. Sorry.
I love those. Anyway, welcome guys. We're here and we're gonna talk about some romantic love themed,
Romantic,
yeah, kind of
kind of.
love themed, Valentine themed horror movies. I think that a lot of, when you think about this topic, for the most part, that what pops into your mind is My Bloody Valentine, of course, which they have a remake to the original and a remake, and that movie Valentine that came out in the 90s at some
No,
point. Oh,
2001.
2001, close enough. And so I don't know. I don't know what you guys think of those movies. I really did like My Bloody Valentine, and My Bloody Valentine remake was okay, you know.
Yeah.
Definitely like the remake better, and
So
I,
I
I
have a
remember
confession.
I remember not really liking Valentine too much
Oh, I
when
have a
I saw it. I
confession.
haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember not really
Yeah.
liking it. But anyway, what are your thoughts, if any?
I don't have any thoughts because I have not seen either movie.
Mm. You gotta get
So
on
I will watch it this Friday the 13th.
it.
Um, as an ode to Valentine.
Very good.
So there's My Bloody Valentine from 81, and then there's a second one, which is a remake, My Bloody Valentine, and it says it's in 3D.
Yes, it
So
was in 3D.
it came out in 3D, which is wild to
Mhm.
me. So do tell me about the
So,
first and
all
the
right.
second.
So, in anticipation for this recording, I did rewatch
I love it.
My Bloody Valentine 81, My Bloody Valentine 2009 3D,
Hmm.
and Valentine from 2001.
Oh,
Actually, all this week.
she did her work.
I
Wow.
have not watched these movies
How
in
long
I
are
don't
those
know how
cookies?
long. What?
I said, one
Oh, the
of those
cookie.
cookies. She's eating
Oh,
them. Anyway,
that's
go
so
ahead.
good. Sorry.
Continue.
You're distracting us with the
I
cookies.
I
know.
know. You know what? I'm
Mhm.
sorry. They get mad at me for eating during the podcast, but I can't help it. Anyway. Go ahead,
So,
Sandra.
My Bloody Valentine 81 is definitely a classic. If you love 80s slasher movies, this is a must watch.
Yeah, agree.
I mean, I don't think about it that often, and I don't hear a lot of people talking that often about Harry Warden. He is the
Hmm.
killer in this movie. Um, and he is definitely uh maybe a little bit lower than like the Jasons and Freddy and Michael Myers and stuff, but he's definitely in the category. Like
Yeah, slasher.
he fucks shit up. Fucks
Oh,
shit up. And I've seen this movie a bunch of times, but again, it's been a long time and I watched it again recently and it just confirmed how much I really like this movie. Um, the remake, I remember when it came out, I was really excited for it to come out. And this one also, I have not watched in a long time. I rewatched it. I feel like when I first watched it, I thought it was like just okay. But actually, after the rewatch, I thought
you enjoyed it.
this was a little better. First of all, I forgot it was 3D.
Oh,
I forgot it was a three. I forgot it came out in 3D. Because when like the movie started, I was like, why is it? Because obviously we don't have the 3D TVs and we don't have the glasses and stuff.
Yeah.
right.
But the everything looked different, like the
Yeah, all
graphics
the
and stuff. And I,
effects, you could
you know,
tell that they're
yeah, and I was like, why does it look like that? And I was like, oh, this movie didn't was in 3D. I totally forgot about it.
yeah.
When we
Mm.
first saw it, it was in 3D, and I remember watching it in 3D because, you know,
They
that
should re-release that
they
one.
were
I
still doing the
love a 3D
glasses
movie.
and stuff, and
Yeah.
so um, but it was actually better than I originally thought it was. It had a bunch of really good kills in it,
Hmm.
and it had the same, and obviously it was way bloodier because it was
Yeah.
not the 80s. This was in the 2000, you know, almost 2010. So
Yeah.
Right.
this was like, it was way bloodier, way
They
more like, you know, dismemberment, and they showed a lot more stuff.
Oh, how lovely.
Yes,
Get it?
which I love. Um, so yeah, so this was a fun rewatch. Uh, Another fun rewatch for me because I felt the same way as you, Sonia, with Valentine from 2001. Because I also remember not really liking this so much, but I
Mm.
have to say, after the rewatch, I thought this was a pretty good movie,
Oh.
and I really, I knew, I remembered even after not watching it for a long time, I remembered who the killer was.
yeah.
Oh, oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
know too. Yeah.
And I remember thinking, yeah, it was, you know. But after the rewatch, I was like, oh, that was actually really clever what they did. They made you think it was someone else. And then at the end, you realize who it was, but they didn't get caught.
Mm.
So I was
Oh,
like, that's
Mhm.
actually pretty good.
yeah.
And
So
that
what
movie,
was the intention of that to do a Valentine 2?
well,
What?
I don't
I
know.
think
They never
definitely.
did, right? They never
No,
did.
no.
Okay.
I think definitely after rewatching it, yes, they totally could have made Valentine 2 because the actual killer was not apprehended.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I have to say that even in My Bloody Valentine could have been a part two as well because after I rewatched it, the original one
Uh-huh.
and the remake actually, the person that was the killer got away.
Oh, oh, yeah. Yeah.
So they definitely could have. I don't know what they would have done with a part two,
Do
but
you know who the killer is at the
yes,
end of it?
yes, I watched the
Yeah,
movie.
they you know who it is. Yeah,
I
they
watched the movies. Yes, I do.
no, but they do. You know who it
I
is.
didn't mean it like that.
Yeah,
I meant it
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. They do. They
They,
do. Like you know when you watch it.
yeah, they
Hmm.
show it, and then
I mean, I haven't seen these
hopefully.
movies in many
so
years, but
was
I
it a
remember.
young person? Actually, I'm watching this Friday the 13th, so I shouldn't ask too many questions, but I mean, would it have made sense to make it a part 2 with the same person as the killer?
It depends
I
how
mean, I would think
it
so.
depends when they make the part two. If the
That's
part two was
true.
only a year or two after, they could
Right.
probably use the same person. If it was like 10, 15 years later, it could have been like their kid or their or
Yeah,
somebody else that was from that time that was you know, traumatized by all the things that happened, and they turned out to like
true.
be the killer or like a copycat or something like that. They could have
Mhm.
done something. They both definitely, actually, all three. My Bloody Valentine 81, 2009, and then Valentine from 2001.
Mhm.
I think all of them could have had a part two
Mhm.
because at the end of them, the killer wasn't caught.
Right.
Mhm.
So I think that it was definitely an option to do that. And why they didn't do that? I don't know. I mean, they have a lot of movies, different movies that
I mean, there has to be a reason. How did the movies do in the box office? Because usually if they don't do so well in box office, they don't even bother with
well,
making a second
yeah,
one. You know,
that's
and
true. But
sometimes
there's a lot
also
of but there's a lot of horror movies that have like a movie that's gets really good reviews or at least the fans really like it. And then they come up with a part two that's just on like video on demand or something like that.
I guess.
Just for the horror fans because,
Yeah.
like watch anything. I would have watched it. I wouldn't care if it was in the theaters. No, I would have watched it because it
I
paid
mean, to be
money.
honest, yeah,
So,
like
yeah.
the box office does matter, but also like if it's a good enough story, why not make it better and do a
But I
remake,
feel like
right?
back then they didn't even the remake was in 2000s and stuff. I feel like back then they didn't really do that too much. They'll do it now.
So
Like I could
I
see them doing a movie, like a movie came out a couple years ago, let's say, and maybe it really didn't do so well in the box office, but it was popular, and maybe it gained more viewers and things after, like on streaming or whatever, and then they
Right.
decide to do a second one, whether it's in the theaters or on some streaming service.
Right.
Like I feel like they would think about doing that more now than they would have back then.
mhm.
No, that's true. But you also think about the 80s, right? When they had all these slashers that had
I know,
six,
but
seven, eight
This is wild. I'm
sequels.
looking up the
I
the
know.
box office
I feel
gross.
like My Bloody
So
Valentine could have at least had a part two.
My Bloody Valentine could have had a part two. I'm surprised. I kind of am surprised that it doesn't have one. Even if they waited many years to make the second one,
Yeah.
that they could have. Like instead of making a remake, they probably could have just made a second one.
so
Well,
Maybe.
yeah, I guess.
this
Yeah.
so the 1981 My Bloody Valentine, it says it grossed approximately 5.67 million in the US and Canadian box office. Um, which was a disappointment to Paramount Pictures. However, it was released in February 1981, clearly, and it dwarfed the massive success of Friday the 13th from the previous year.
Right.
So that's like, I mean, it's following that big movie. I'm surprised.
I think at that time, all these all these movie studios were trying to capitalize on
Right.
like Halloween and
Right,
Friday the
exactly.
The
13th,
slasher
and
craze and all
then
Yeah,
that.
the
yeah. Yeah,
slashers
yeah.
and stuff. Like if you really like research, there are so many slashers, like 80s slasher movies that are not as popular as, Friday the 13th and
Or
Nightmare on Elm
or
Street,
not as talked
Halloween.
about
But
because
And
check this out. Check this out. The 2009 My Bloody Valentine 3D grossed over 100 million worldwide against a $15 million budget. That's a lot.
well, I think at that
I
time,
think
I think
that's
at
a
that
lot.
time too, they had a rise in the slasher movies because a few years ago they had Scream and Scream 2 and even Scream 3 I think came out in
Right.
2000.
Right.
Um they had
Right.
uh um Urban Legends
yeah,
was in like early 2000s. Like
yeah.
they had and they even had Urban Legend 2. So they had a surge in those slasher type horror movies at
Yeah.
that time and I feel like they did the same thing. They were trying to capitalize and they're like, let's bring like a old,
Yeah, yeah. Bring something back.
old slasher back and
It
see what we
also
could do with it. And they put like some of the more for that time, the recent like
Popular
popular
actors
like actors and the teen stars and the 90s 2000s like romantic
like heartthrobs and
comedy and
stuff.
heartthrobs
Yeah,
into these movies and stuff and see what happens.
yeah.
So I think they did a lot of that in at that time. So I think it was
yeah,
like
it
the
also
same thing.
I also will say that just looking this up is that it also popularized 3D movies. So people were into it. People wanted to see more
Yeah.
real 3D movies, apparently.
I mean,
So
before that,
after that, it was like, well, non-horror related movies that became real 3D hits was like Life of Pi, which is in 2012. So I could see that kind of like, doing something for the
And people were
cinema.
watching. I think also people had were get a lot of people were getting those 3D TVs,
Oh,
and they
right.
had,
Yes,
Yeah.
they were.
I
Yeah.
think we had one.
Did
Um,
you?
I'm pretty sure we did. David's always into the tech stuff, the newest
Yeah, yeah.
things or
I
whatever.
wouldn't be
I'm
surprised.
pretty sure that we had one, and we had 3D glasses in the house, like real 3D glasses, not the plastic ones, like
Yeah, yeah.
actual 3D. We had them in the house, so we will watch movies and we'll watch them like that. So yeah,
Wow.
that was a the time frame when all
I
that
think
was
in
kind of
the
popping.
they
So
were, if you think, but if you look back and you actually, if you think about it, they did have a lot of maybe they weren't as popular, but the 80s had a lot of 3D movies, horror movies.
yeah, they had some, yeah.
Friday the 13th through
Friday,
3 was in
yeah, it
3D
was in 3D,
when
yeah,
it came out,
yeah,
and you can still tell, like when you watch it just
yeah.
on
Regular,
TV,
Oh,
you
yeah. It
tell
totally
because
looks weird.
there's certain things that like they put right in your face like that,
Right, right, right.
and you can tell, and that's just like My Bloody Valentine remake was the same thing.
yeah.
Some of the graphics in the beginning and then some of the kill scenes you could see the weapons like right close and they're like, oh, this was like made for 3D because they were like it was like supposed to jump out at you and be in your face.
Hmm.
But I remember Friday 13th part 3
Yeah,
was in 3D.
yeah.
And I think they had an Amityville in 3D too at some point
I'm
in the
sure.
80s. I mean, I'm trying to look at Jaws 3D.
Mm.
Yep,
Oh, yeah, 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 of course.
yep.
Jaws 3D. Yeah, Amityville 3D. Amityville 3D. Let's see. I was like searching for stuff.
Mhm.
It says
Yeah.
Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare was in 3D.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
they had they had a lot of, it wasn't everywhere, but
yeah.
it had like a following. So I think it was cool that they kind of brought it back at that time,
Mm.
So I
You
thought
don't even really see that anymore now, just in
no.
general. I feel like 3D movies, it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
like
I know. It's a shame.
old
Well,
old technology or something new.
well, it's not so much. I forgot the name of it, but there's like that movie theater or in
They
Vegas that
have
like that everybody goes to. That's like, well, it's like
Well,
every
they have the 4DX. That's
4DX.
that's the
Yeah,
one where the seats move, like
right.
you're watching
Oh
and
yeah.
it's some kind
And
of chase
there's a
scene or something, and the seat or fight scene, and the seats move to the to what they're
right,
doing
but
in the movie,
there's
and
Right.
also one in Vegas where like apparently like if it's windy, like they'll like I guess make it
yeah,
cooler in the theater. But
It's
like there's also one
yeah.
where like they let go of like whatever, I guess like make it seem like it's
Like
snowing and stuff.
yeah, oh, but they have that. That's not
they
just
have
in
Crazy.
they
Vegas.
do that stuff in like Disney
But
and
that's not, yeah. Oh, yeah, and those specialized like in the zoos, like the Bronx. I don't know the Bronx Zoo, but like Central Park Zoo and some of the other zoos, they'll have
Natural
that little in the
history.
children's area. They have one of those theaters where they show those little movies,
Yeah.
and it's like that. And you see, but
it's like
in the
interactive. Yeah.
4DX, the 4DX theater, I want to say in the Bronx, and they do that when there's like a wind or whatever, a mist that does hit you in the face,
And
and so
you're
they
right. And then you
do
feel
that
the
even
water. Yeah.
here. That's It's not just like a Vegas or Disney
Yeah,
thing. They
yeah.
do that in the 4DX theaters. So yeah, that's the bigger thing now, and IMAX, of course, like that type
Yeah.
of stuff, but you don't really
If you go
see.
to Disney and like Universal and they have the theaters
And
where
that, yeah, I know in the theme parks and stuff
they
they'll
show
have
some
all that.
movies or like, yeah, they'll have that kind of stuff where the seats move and then if it's like raining on the screen, you feel like the water because they have the mist that comes
Yeah.
out. If it's like snowing, they'll have like it looks like snow coming
Yeah, they
down.
all do all that stuff. So
Yeah.
you know, continuing with the discussion on kind of love and Valentine's or whatever in horror, do you guys have any thoughts on any popular or couples in movies like this? I was thinking of a few
There's so many.
and like just now in talking about this, what popped into my head was Chucky and Tiffany because
Yes, Chucky and Tiffany.
you know
Yeah.
they were very toxic, but they
You
were
can say that again.
They were
they were
down.
right
They were down for each
they
other.
were ride or die.
Right
Didn't
or die.
matter.
Yep.
They beat each other up. They set on fire, whatever, and
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Don't mess with Tiffany. It didn't matter. I
Yep.
could do whatever, but you're not doing anything to my
How
girl.
about
And
the
I'm
classic, the classic,
okay.
the classic? Gomez and Morticia Adams. They're my
Oh,
favorite.
Oh yeah.
that's a good couple
They're yeah, they're royalty couple of horror genre, I
of
feel
the
like. And
yeah.
at least theirs was not super toxic.
Yeah, I mean they were very much in love. Like
Yeah.
the main it wasn't like although there was like torture kind of elements to their relationship because based on,
They liked
That
it.
was their thing. That
right.
was their
But
thing.
they were really like it was all based off of love. It wasn't like they
Yeah.
just,
It
I
was
feel like
a it was a healthy relationship,
I
I
feel
would
like there
say.
was there's so many like if you think about horror movies and couples in love in horror movies, I feel like you could name a bunch of them, but would you necessarily categorize those movies as like Valentine's
no, I
horror
no,
movies?
you
You
would
know,
if the
so
movie is not themed around Valentine's Day or something like that, then no, I wouldn't necessarily characterize it as
yeah,
Valentine's Day. But Valentine love and romance does represent Valentine's Day or Valentine's Day does represent love and romance, I guess I should say it that way.
yeah,
So I think we can still discuss romantic like couples that are in love in
Courtship.
horror
oh yeah.
movies that doesn't necessarily revolve around Valentine's
Oh
Day.
yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
agree. I just feel like like obviously, Halloween and even like Christmas and stuff, there's so many horror movies are like revolving around like Halloween
Oh
and
yeah.
Christmas and things and pretty much all the holidays. Like there's horror movies about like
Yeah.
every holiday, right? And I feel like Valentine's Day should be
Yeah, that's
on the
not as
same
many.
level as like
Yeah.
Halloween and because it's like
Exactly. I
people like
agree.
Yeah, there's not as
people
many.
like
You're right.
there's a lot of people that love like so much and so hard that they will like kill for it.
Oh
And I
yeah.
feel like they
I
could
mean,
do so much with that theme and they haven't done enough,
I mean,
you know?
Right.
almost all vampire movies are based around some sort of love interest and
That's
what
true.
you would do to be with that lover for the rest of your life, right?
Yeah, true.
Um, the monster in the Frankenstein movies and his bride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be together forever.
No,
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah.
No, it's true. But then you don't like if you try and categorize it, is it like a Valentine's horror? It's not.
Right.
No,
A horror movie like
it
with a
would just be
love theme in it, you
it would
know?
just be yeah, a love themed horror movie
Yeah.
or
I mean,
a
there's
romance
plenty of
themed movie.
those.
There's
No, I
plenty.
know.
There's
I mean,
plenty.
another one that I of a couple mostly, I guess, but in the movie too, I guess. Well, not the movie. It's mostly the couple, but because this is definitely a horror movie. I actually caught a little bit of it the other day, and that's why I'm bringing it up now. So Kurt and Julie from Return of the Living Dead 3.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Those two. that movie, I mean, obviously Return
That's
of the
such a
Living
good
Dead
movie.
is a
I love
zombie.
that movie.
Yeah.
That's
Obviously
such a
it's a
good
zombie
movie.
movie and it's part 3 from the Return of the Living Dead franchise. And but that movie specifically in that whole franchise is love themed
Oh
because
yeah, it's a romantic horror
those
film.
two were like die hard in love with each other. Because this girl, whatever. First of all, they started doing stupid shit, and that's why she died, right? Anyway,
Right.
but she died, and this kid Kurt was so in love with her that he took her back to his dad's facility where they're doing experiments and blew
And
that mist trioxin mist in her face so she could come back to life,
yep.
and she was turning into a zombie creature thing, and but no matter what she wouldn't go
She
after
wouldn't like try to
her.
bite him or anything.
Yeah, she
Hmm.
was
She loved him.
she loved him.
Yep.
She just wanted to be to protect him, and she still kind of wanted him to protect her, which he was doing.
And every time she would like eat somebody else, he would still be by her side.
Yeah,
He was like Julian, but he would still like save her and help her.
yeah, like a little kid. Don't do that. Clean her
Yeah,
up and then take it. Yeah, that couple is
that's good.
definitely
That's a good. I like
um a
Can I
romance.
add one to your list here is Jack and Sally from A Nightmare Before
that.
Christmas. I mean,
That's
so
good.
cute.
Yeah,
They're
That's
so
a good
cute.
one.
that's a good one. Yeah, I didn't think about that, but that's a really good one. That's a really good one. Another movie, not necessarily, it's definitely not like a favorite couple or anything like that, but another movie a horror movie that revolves somewhat around love is The Loved Ones. Have you guys seen this?
Oh yeah. No,
I
no.
don't think
I
I've seen
haven't
that
seen it.
one.
You guys have to watch this movie. So it's basically this girl she's like a kind of socially awkward girl, and I believe she asked this guy in school to prom, and he turns her down, whatever. But her family, you find out later, they're actually like pretty warped, and the dad does whatever he needs to do to make sure his daughter's happy.
Hmm.
So he gets this guy and
Is
brings
this the
him
one where he like kidnaps him and like keeps him hostage? Oh, I think I have seen that. Not in a while.
because she's like loves him, and she's really like it, and the father brings him in. They, like you said,
Don't they
keeps him
make like
hostage, basically
don't they
tie
make
him
like
up
a
and stuff,
prom or something?
and for prom, yes.
Yeah.
And the things that they do to this boy,
Ugh.
like, because he's trying to get away, he's trying to, like,
Right.
you don't, like, when I first saw it, I was like, I didn't expect the things that were going to happen. It's like really like fucked up, like seriously.
Mm.
Oh, I
But
didn't.
so
I
it's
didn't.
definitely horror, torture horror. And but it does have this love theme because she was like it's more obsession, I guess, but
Right.
still. So I think
But
that's a
to her, it was love.
to her, yeah,
Right.
exactly. And also, in not a romantic way, but the father's love for his daughter, because he's doing all this
Right.
to make her happy,
Right.
right? So I thought that was another good one to mention. And another one, Audition.
Oh yes.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
You know,
Classic.
That's
yeah.
good.
So Audition
That's a
is
good
is,
one.
That's a
is
good one.
similar. This
Yeah.
this 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 guy's looking for love, and he
He's
finds it in
trying to
this.
find basically a woman to replace his
Yes,
deceased wife.
yes,
So he auditions these women
yes,
so that he could find someone who's almost exactly like her.
Right.
yeah,
Um,
and yeah,
it's such a sick
he
movie.
he
But anyway, I love
finds someone that
it.
he's
Good mention.
interesting and find turns out that she's you know
She is
into
not what he
into
expected.
other
She is
things.
not his wife,
So
honey.
yeah, so yeah,
She
that's
ain't gonna
another
take
one.
his shit. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself.
Um,
Anyway,
yeah, though I had those, and then like randomly, obviously because it's the most recent one, Heart Eyes, because I really liked Heart
Oh,
Eyes,
Heart Eyes. Yeah.
and
I
I was
really
just
liked Heart
watching
Eyes.
it.
yeah, and that movie came out
That
last year,
was
so that was a really good one.
me and Sonia's list for one of the best of 2025.
25, yeah.
Yeah, that was a
I thought it
fun.
was such a good like modern day Valentine's horror movie.
Hmm.
Because like I was saying
It was a lot of
before,
fun.
there's not
Yeah,
so
they don't
many
have
of
many,
them.
but that's the most more recent one that I in my
I'm
opinion did
just
very well.
watching
So
it. I'm watching it
And I think
tonight.
it delivered.
yeah,
I thought it
same,
was really good.
Yeah. And
same.
now they're saying they're coming out with a second one.
I heard
So,
Yeah.
that.
yeah.
So it looks
I'm catching it. I'm watching it tonight.
oh good.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a
I
good,
thought it was
that was a really good one.
yeah. I thought that was so
Another,
good.
if we're talking about just couples, Ed and Lorraine Warren from The Conjuring,
Mm,
husband
Yeah.
and wife duo, who, I mean, I'm sorry. I don't think I would be this this supportive of my husband's job. But somehow the two of them in their quacky, whatever,
yeah.
they stick together through
I
all of
mean,
this.
you definitely, even from the first movie until even the last one, you can tell how much uh, obviously how much they love each other, but how much they care for each other.
Yeah.
Ed is always worried about Lorraine when she gets these visions and stuff and how much it's taking a toll on her. And then
Yeah.
Ed is having all these like heart issues and things, and she's always like watching him. And I feel
And
like
then and
every movie, every one of those movies after like the third one, she's like, we need to stop doing this because it's gonna kill you. But they keep doing
yeah.
more movies.
And and
But
then
she's
and
trying to
then
like help him.
Yeah.
and then it's sweet how like they have a daughter. The daughter obviously, in time like grows up and finds
Yeah.
A
gets
sweeter.
married,
Right.
and she's like basically like, I want my marriage and my life to be like my parents, because she really kind of, they
Yeah.
were her role models.
Hmm.
So that was
That's a
also
good
another
one.
sweet couple.
Another more recent movie that came out that I think it was a good example of, a couple being in love is Together.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't watched that yet.
Oh, that would be a good one to watch too.
I'm gonna watch it.
Together was really
I'm
good
gonna
because
watch
it
it.
starts off, I mean, it was a couple that been together for a little while and their like relationship was a little rocky and kind of like strained a little bit.
Yeah.
But as the movie goes on, you
Do they
know,
basically want to live in each other's skin? Is that what it's about?
n-
Eh,
it's
did they
they
want
don't
to?
they don't do they want to live in each other's skin? No.
No.
Do
Did-
they? Watch the movie.
Oh.
You just have to see the movie to because
It's
I'm sure
hard to
you've
like,
seen the clips of things, but you have to see the movie to see why things are happening, like to
yeah, and how,
understand.
yeah, it's hard to really like explain
Explain
it.
it
You
without
have to watch it.
watch
It
it.
was good. It was a good movie.
I liked
I
it.
think Sonia had this one on her
It was
list
on my
for
best of
2025 too.
2025. Yeah. Hmm.
And we can't forget about, I mean, I don't think we have enough time, but there are a lot of like horror movies with uh same-sex couples in love. There was a movie that I really, really liked from a few years ago called Spiral.
Hmm.
It came out on Shudder. And I thought this
Oh,
was a really good movie. It was a couple that moved to like a rural area and they had like a daughter and they were trying to give her like a better life and they come in contact with this cult and stuff. But that one also shows their relationship and how in love they were and how they were, you know, to a certain point, one of them was getting more into like kind of the not part of the cult, but obsessed with like finding out what's going on with these neighbors and stuff. And the other partner was was like, you're getting too crazy into this and whatever. But you can tell how much they loved each other and how much he was trying to help his partner, like, let's get away from this and you being
Yeah.
too obsessed with this and whatever. But there's a lot of movies like that too with
Yeah.
same-sex couples. So there, yeah, I mean,
And that's
love in
wow.
horror movies is, I feel like, is a common theme. Just
Yeah, absolutely.
them revolving around Valentine's Day is not so much, which
Yeah.
I think they definitely should have more of it.
Yeah. There's plenty of room for more Valentine themed horror movies
Yeah.
for sure. Totally
We'll
agree.
see what happens after Hard Eyes
And
2.
of
Two,
course,
maybe.
there's things like You, the very popular
Yeah,
Netflix show,
Oh yeah.
um,
that's true.
That's definitely
that is still too traumatic for
revolves
me to watch.
revolves around
Oh,
love and like obsession
that show was
and all that
crazy.
stuff. Yeah, for sure.
That's true.
That's
That's a good
good.
one. That's
That's a
good.
good one.
Definitely some good shows out there as well. Um, well, this was a lot of fun. We got to talk about a lot of things here, and guys, make sure you are following us on our uh YouTube channel here and subscribing to that channel. This is where we house all our Heartflick Chicks podcast episodes, and we also stream it on several audio platforms as well. So anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can find us. And make sure you're following us on all our socials as well: Instagram, Facebook, Threads, TikTok. And yeah, thanks again for watching and listening. And we'll be back soon with another episode of the Heartflick Chicks podcast. This is Sonia, Simon, and Andrew signing out, saying Happy Valentine's
Happy
Day.
Valentine's Day.
Peace, love, and horror.
So he keeps getting the hearts.
Bye. Don't be jealous.
Bye.
Bye.
That's the end.